Hundreds of thousands of protesters joining nationwide demonstrations today, calling for the adoption of global environmental controls. This comes as world leaders head to Paris for the opening Monday of the United Nations Climate Summit. People did not respond well to a French crackdown on demonstrations after the Paris attacks. This was the scene in Paris. French protesters at the Place de la République threw objects at police. Police responded by charging the demonstrators and spraying tear gas. Some demonstrators tried to get violent, protesters to stop throwing objects. Back in the U.S., groups in New York held signs and marched around City Hall calling for leaders to invest more in renewable energy and other climate-conscious efforts. This was happening across the world. People concerned with climate change marched through cities and held protests. One rally was right here in Austin. KXAN's political reporter Phil Prazan was there and has more on how they're confident their call to action will come with results.
Every time we go to the store and decide to buy that crap that we don't need, we are complicit.
Richard Franklin says personal decisions matter in the battle against climate change, and the stakes are high.
Thank you. This is for them. At the end of the day, we don't realize who we're supposed to be doing this for. It's for them. We're supposed to leave the world better for these kids.
What do we want?
On this dreary day, a few hundred came to march on to Congress Avenue.
Fuel zero emission.
Dale Bulla has solar panels on his house, drives an electric car, and collects rainwater for his yard.
Everybody can do this. I'm a retired school teacher. You know how much retirement money we make. So I've done this to save money, but it also helps the planet.
Many marchers say they don't expect much from the state capitol, but want their personal choices supported by Austin City Hall.
An important thing that everyone should care about.
Avik Kathuria wants the city to pay companies to use reusable fuel and punish companies that don't.
And it's a pretty easy thing to do, and it's not being done as of now.
They know it's a long march, but after the talks, they want action from their leaders, one step at a time. Phil Prazan, KXAN News.
People today were united, but on the issue of if humans cause climate change, we're still very much divided. A recent Gallup-Yale University poll shows that nearly 30% of Americans think climate change is from strictly natural causes.